Hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm Kyle Bosch. We start with new information on a beating death at a Fargo apartment that happened last year. The man accused of the crime has pleaded not guilty. 44-year-old Clayton Lockwood is facing manslaughter charges in connection with the death of 54-year-old Mario Perez. Perez was found unconscious on his apartment floor November 26th with severe injuries to his head and face. He later died. Lockwood was arrested New Year's Eve in connection with the crime. His next court appearance is August 5th. Also new at noon, a fun day at the Red River Valley Fair for one family ended with a child pinned under a ride. The mother took a picture and posted it to Facebook to warn other parents about what happened. Officials with the fair say a report from Murphy Brothers, who are responsible for the ride, states that a pin that holds the ride in place somehow came undone, which dropped the motorcycle in motion while the child was on it. The child fell a couple of the feet and ended up pinned underneath the bike. First aid workers did check him out and said that he was not seriously hurt. Now, according to fair officials, the rides are inspected daily, and the motorcycle ride was inspected and properly working before the accident. Now, the ride will be re-inspected and put back into operation if everything checks out okay. We'll have much more on this story on our website, valleynewslive.com. And coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 5 and 5:30. Also new for you at noon, technical issues halted all trading on the New York Stock Exchange. Trading stopped around 10:30 this morning on the floor. The exchange is investigating the issue that caused the halt, but tweeted that it was not a cyber attack. The NYSE said that all open orders would be canceled. Two U.S. officials have told NBC News that there is no indication the shutdown was related to a computer issue that temporarily grounded all United Airlines flights this morning. We are following a developing story for you this afternoon. Police have identified the woman whose body was pulled from the Red River near downtown Moorhead yesterday, but they are waiting to release it publicly until relatives are notified. A kayaker spotted the body around 6:30 last night in the Memorial Park area of Moorhead. Police say the woman appeared to be between the ages of 30 and 50 and that they do not suspect foul play. An officer on the scene told Valley News Live that there were no prior missing person reports before the body was found. It has been a wet start to our Wednesday around the valley. You can see wet pavement as we take a live look of our tower cam down on I-94. Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn now for a first look at our afternoon forecast and a peek at the radar.
Yeah, we've seen an area of showers and an occasional rumble of thunder make their way on through the area. Mostly light rain, but we've seen some pockets of some moderate and even briefly heavy rain. We had a downpour here in Fargo just a little while ago. That area of rain continues to shrink and push off towards the east. That is around one. Another piece of energy making its way through northwestern and north central portions of North Dakota will give us a chance for additional showers and storms later on today. But a lot of that is up in the air because it's going to depend on how much we warm up after this first round. It continues to make its way on through Lakes Country. Here in Fargo, most of the rain is over. Could still see another sprinkle or two as we head through the next hour or so, and then that chance for a few more showers and maybe a rumble or two of thunder later this afternoon. It's already back up to 70 up in Devil's Lake, 67 in Jamestown. It's still 58 rain-cooled degrees here in Fargo. And again, how much we warm up is going to play a part in how many storms we get later on today. We will have that chance, about a 40% chance of some afternoon and evening showers and storms. Tomorrow, a return to sunshine, but also a possible return to some smoke. More forecasts on that forecast, or more details on that forecast, as well as a look at your weekend forecast coming up in just a little bit.
All right, Robert, we'll see you then. Two men are in the Clay County Jail after an attempted armed robbery, shooting, and police chase in Moorhead. Witnesses say they heard a gunshot outside an apartment building in the Romkey Park area around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. Police say that no one was shot, but one person was pistol whipped and taken to the hospital. However, they are no longer cooperating in the investigation. Now, the nearby Moorhead pool was placed into a lockdown. There were a number of children swimming there at the time. There was also a nearby recovery and wellness center that also went into lockdown. And minutes later, an unfamiliar man showed up and tried to get into the building. It turns out that that man was one of the men wanted by police, and he was later arrested. 27-year-old Alfred Lamar and 25-year-old Lawrence Leslie Jr. are being held in custody. Investigators also interviewed two other people in connection with the incident. It was an unexpected alarm for guests at a Fargo hotel early this morning. Fargo firefighters were called to an early morning fire at the Biltmore Hotel that's on Main and I-29. Someone spotted the flames around 3:30 on an outside wall in a section of the hotel that's being remodeled. Now, guests were evacuated for a short time, and fire crews were able to put out the flames quickly. They also had to cut open part of the wall to make sure that there weren't more flames inside. Investigators are still trying to figure out a cause of the fire. There's no damage estimate yet, but fire officials say that the fire was contained to a small area that's not expected to affect the function of the hotel. A groundbreaking ceremony gets underway later today for a new Veterans Memorial Park in Grand Forks. The new park will be located just next to the roundabout northwest of Columbia Mall. Today's groundbreaking will mark the beginning of a fundraising effort trying to bring in $1.6 million for the park. Its main focal point will be a memorial wall.
It's a kind of a walking monument, something on the order of the Vietnam Veterans War that's in Washington. They want the same type of a small granite wall just to honor the local veterans that fought in the wars.
So far, $50,000 has been raised for the project. If you'd like to donate, we've got a lot more information posted online. Just head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.